Welcome to another episode of Podcast Growth Tactics by Potter. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about 5 proven strategies to maximize your podcast's SEO and get found more easily by new listeners. SEO might sound intimidating at first, but it's one of the most effective tactics to increase visibility and growth for your podcast. Whether you're just starting out or have been podcasting for years, SEO is crucial to expand your reach. Get your notepads ready because I'm going to walk you through 5 practical SEO tips you can implement right away to boost your podcast's discoverability. Let's get started. Tip number 1 is to optimize your podcast title, subtitle, and description. This is absolutely essential for good SEO. Your title should be clear and compelling while summarizing what the podcast is about. Keep it under 70 characters if possible. For the description, use keywords and phrases listeners would search for, but make sure it still sounds natural and inviting. Write a hook to capture attention. Keep the description under 4,000 characters. The subtitle gives you more space to include keywords while teasing the content of each episode. Titles, subtitles, and descriptions are the first thing search engines look at, so this optimization is crucial. Take the time to get it right and update it if your podcast changes over time. Moving on to tip number 2, write optimized show notes. Your show notes offer a great opportunity to incorporate keywords, links, and rich media. Include a full transcript of the episode, broken up into easily scannable paragraphs with headers. Having a transcript helps search engines crawl all of your content thoroughly. Don't forget alt text for any images or charts for accessibility. Use timestamps to let listeners easily jump to parts they're interested in. And link out to any resources mentioned using keywords. This signals authority while allowing readers to dive deeper into topics discussed. Images and embedded media make your show notes more engaging on platforms like YouTube. Next up, we have tip number 3, get backlinks to your podcast. Reaching out to industry websites for reviews, interviews, and guest posting opportunities can help earn high-quality backlinks. Look for websites that are relevant to your podcast niche and have good domain authority. Use tools like Ahrefs to identify ones with high referral traffic. Getting mentioned and linked to from these authoritative sites signals credibility to search engines. And backlinks drive referral traffic from reputable external sources. The more good links pointing to your podcast from quality sites, the better its SEO. So take the time to thoughtfully pitch blogs, publications, and influencers in your space. Okay, on to the 4th tactic, leverage social media. Share short clips, quotes, and links to your latest episodes on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Use relevant hashtags and keywords in your posts. Cross-promote across your social platforms to expand your reach. Social shares and engagement help strengthen your SEO as search engines track this activity. So post consistently and encourage listeners to share episodes. And for tip number 5, claim and optimize your podcast on search engines and platforms. Submit your podcast to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. Completing your podcast profiles with keywords, descriptions, and cover art helps maximize visibility and exposure in searches. The more fully optimized listings your show has, the wider its discovery potential. So claim every platform possible. All right, let's recap the key tips we just covered. Invest time optimizing titles, subtitles, descriptions, and cover art with SEO in mind. These visual elements make a big impact. Beef up your show notes with transcripts, headers, timestamps, and links to provide rich content to search engines. Build quality backlinks by guest posting on industry websites and publications. Aim for sites with authority in your niche. Promote your podcast across social media using keywords. Engagement helps SEO, so encourage shares. Claim and fully complete your podcast profiles on all major platforms. More visibility means more opportunity to be discovered. Focus on foundational SEO strategies first, then build upon them over time. Consistency with publishing and marketing your episodes will really compound results. And that sums up 5 powerful tactics you can start implementing right away to improve your podcast's SEO and get discovered by more of your ideal listeners. On the next episode, we'll dive into leveraging email marketing to further boost your podcast's growth. Until then, be sure to optimize and share your podcast everywhere you can. Consistency is key. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to leave us a review on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Podchaser, or your preferred podcast platform. Your feedback not only helps us improve, but it also helps other podcasters discover our show. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at hello@potterapp.com. Thanks so much for listening.